Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement as I watch and react to, for the first time, to Deadwood Season 2, Episode 4, where things are happening. We got new players on the field. New players on the field with Mr. Wolcott. They are on behalf of George Hurst. Okay, so I have heard of the Hurst name. I was not sure if this Hurst was fictional Hearst or real Hearst, or what relationship they had to William Randolph Hearst, because I've heard of that Hearst in the newspapers and Rosebud and all of that. So it makes sense. Money comes from money. And the fact that it's Garrett Dillahunt, I will forever be first instant going, oh, it's Jack running a scheme. It's Jack running a scheme. Because they had Jack so covered in shit that him being so totally opposite after what had happened with Bill, I'm thinking it's him running a scheme, even though I've been told and I'm pretty sure it's not, but that will always be forever my first. So I'll just have to, it's just something I'm gonna have to roll with. So from what I understand, they're gonna spread a rumor that these claims aren't legitimate, which makes me go, well, who claimed they were legitimate to start with? Isn't it all stolen land? But they'll start a rumor that's not legitimate. Okay, so people will panic and sell to Hearst on the cheap, and he will then come and gain all the money from what's actually there. Has that worked often for him? I'm wondering if that works often, and if it will work in Deadwood, or if Al and those guys will be like, we see through you. We recognize game. Get out. We'll see what happens. It also seems like Alma, I'm thinking we're seeing East Coast Alma now. She's getting a little bitchy. I don't know what she's gonna do with that attitude. And Al had a day, didn't he? Oh, Al had a day. I think the poetic justiceness of it, though, for me, was the fact that the whole town heard what was happening to him. The whole town heard. And so you gotta wonder if that's gonna change their opinion of him at all in any way, and in what way it does, or if they're just gonna forget it totally happened. I don't know, but that was something, wasn't it? Okay, so I am ready to go because I'm watching all the things today. This weekend, which is September 9th, 10th, and 11th, 2022, will be at Artist Alley at Rose City Comic Con in Portland, Oregon. I have not been to Rose City Comic Con before, and it's been decades since I've been to Portland. So I'm so excited to be there, and I hope I see some friendly faces. So with that being said, I got the blanket, I got the water, I got you. So let's get to it.
Only I had intended to be awake last night so we could talk. Ben, we have not done. And the peace of the evening as I would like since your arrival.
In the morning is also a pleasant occasion for such intercourse.
She wants you to touch her hand.
Would you like to start a discussion this morning?
I wouldn't want to disturb the boy.
What kind of talking are you talking
William,
about?
sleep soundly. If you will see to the bedroom door.
So Mrs. Bullock, what kind of relationship is she wanting to just dive in with Seth? So that's why I wonder how long they knew each other before they got married, after they got married, and after Montana.
Have I killed him?
Well, next, you just done what he asked.
Jeez.
What's your business?
Yeah, what's your business?
Francis Wolcott.
No shit.
My name's Ellsworth, Mr. Francis Wolcott.
Ellsworth kind of upped his fashion game there.
Because them as poke around Miss Garrett's workings without a by your leave ain't welcome, Mr. Wolcott, and you ought not to repeat your fucking mistake.
That's an uncivil response to an innocent error.
Did you work in the Comstock when you was beardless?
I did. You have the advantage of me, Mr. Ellsworth.
That ain't a possibility, Wolcott. No more than an error of yours would be innocent.
Look at him go.
dimly recall an Ellsworth. A hero, dug a week without respite to save 3 poor souls from a cave-in.
And 46 corpses in a fucking hole that ought never to have been dug.
Always a choice. Count the saved or lost.
Happy coincidence. It happens to be Ellsworth, who recognizes Walcott.
Good morning. Please come in, Mrs. Ringhausen.
Isringhausen. They must know, but this must be a real person. Or they knew somebody. You don't just pick the name Isringhausen out of thin air.
Well, Al was fucking screaming, Dan. And I'm wondering how he's feeling this morning. And you dancing around the pool ain't allaying my fucking anxieties.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
I contemplate a piece of activity. I need to organize some reliable fellas, locate a right place to waylay that metal.
I'll let him know.
And do you suppose I could expect a favor of a response?
Tomorrow afternoon.
He's overnight in Gayville, then. And tomorrow afternoon it is.
Who's he planning on knock over? I'm thinking Alma.
May I help you with your bags, miss?
No, you can't. Or look at me or talk to me until I took a bath.
Oh, is this the girl?
Deceptively fair weather, given the devastating rumors.
Less volume, Mr. Farnham. More conviction.
Your hotel?
Oh, wait, what's his name?
Direct me to the Bella Union.
Not 50 yards as the bird flies, or a man is led on by his prick. To whom shall I assign the room?
Hugo Jari.
E.B. Farnham, also mayor, though that position's largely ceremonial.
Lawrence County Commissioner. The position is real.
And he's going to the Bella Union first. Interesting.
Last I saw Claggett, he rode in here with General Crook. Maybe he took a bribe from someone, didn't hold up his end, got his just desserts.
Well, just tell him what you did, Adams.
Me or anyone in Yankton, any more than your choice of...
Before the governor makes his play, you are best. Anyways, tell him I saw you.
He's seeing something, isn't he? Do they know each other?
Is there any fucking chance you and me don't end up in blood?
Probably not.
Please report. Commissioner Jerry from Yankton has arrived to the camp and intends to fuck Al up the ass.
But this morning, I note an amount of confusion and anxiety abound.
I'm late, ma'am, over shooing a man away from your diggings that scouts for George Hurst, who wouldn't spare attention for a camp or the sun itself if he didn't think it likely to fill his coffers. And now I come to camp to hear the waters called muddy and the current quickened. Myself, ma'am, I'd be betting that the levy'll hold.
Look at you go, Ellsworth. Alma got lucky with him.
Good morning.
Oatmeal? Seth?
Please.
Seth is it now?
Martha.
Water was wanting the kitchen garden. Yesterday I would have broken the ground, but from wanting the tools.
Well, fortunately, you know somebody who has a tool shop.
Is it okay if I go now, Mom?
Your breakfast is cold. In his hand now. It's in his television breakfasts.
Mrs. Garrett, what male would not trade our small superiority of intellect to possess that gift of intuition so bountifully bestowed on the lesser sex?
At peril, Mr. Farnham, the camp. Oh, your meaning is beyond me.
If a Nubian genie were at my disposal, whisk up my hotel and deposit it in Denver, just as you did your gold.
Because the camp's at peril.
Worse than peril.
Perhaps you should sell. I'll buy it.
Aren't you wonderful and kind and intuitive and generous. No, I couldn't burden you.
That's what she did
Name your price, Mr. Farnham. How do you males put it? Shit or get off the chamber pot?
Oh, Mrs. Garrett. Shit indeed. Oh, dear. Miserable, haughty cunt, putting me beyond my depth.
Mm-hmm.
The stones can be excised surgically in one of two ways, which cuts into the bladder from above your penis and the other which enters from below.
Below what, Doc?
His balls.
Take care of your bodies.
With a knife in expert hands, 2 men in 10 survived the procedure we contemplate.
Those are great odds.
He's with you, Doc. He wants the upper. Hey, that's it. That's the final call, right, Al? Upper?
Dan is not cut out for this, is he? He's all sorts of a mess. What is he gonna do without Al? Oh no. Why is he there?
In short, with no controlling principle being invoked, title will be determined on a case-by-case basis. When claims are overturned, new title will be awarded at set prices.
It's always preferable to allow the market to operate unimpeded.
I had some news from Denver concerning our proposal on the bank. We'd need to find 15% of our proposed capitalization, or they'd credit Mrs. Garrett's accounts as collateral.
Not doing that.
Oh, no.
I'm informing you of a communication they volunteered.
I'll take the idea around.
Swearingen had put it up.
Fucking reputable people.
If the money had to be clean before it was recirculated, we'd still be living in fucking caves.
The old man.
Me.
Also on proceeds from celestial prostitutes. How many do you want?
How many can you bring? How much English do you have, my friend?
Enough to call you a cocksucker?
Say you'll burn it down with me, Dan.
What?
This fucking place. Before letting Tolliver take it over.
Oh, Doc.
God damn it.
Doc. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I do not need to kill another man.
And I bet Al's awake through this whole thing.
Cocksucker.
It's wasted on me, Woo. You want me to tell Al that there's a cocksucker? He looks like you, and he's from San Francisco, and he's got your dander up. Going up now. I'll go tell him.
Mr. Adams?
Oh.
Good day.
Good day, Miss Isringhausen.
What is this?
I can't imagine what you must be thinking at the moment.
Okay. And she shut the door.
I will have whiskey, sir.
Sure.
I've just been discharged. This is a day of firsts. Dismissal from employment, unchaperoned presence in a man's room.
That's your first taste of liquor. Sorry for the hand you've been playing your whole life.
What is happening here? How does she know him beyond just passing the streets? What is happening?
You want me to get out of here?
It's your room.
That's okay, you're not a thief. Oh, would you feel better if I shot myself?
Because I fear I may be killed.
Who's threatening your life?
Mrs. Garrett. But I can testify to you, Mr. Adams, I would not be the first person she's killed.
Al, I had to secure you for surgery.
What is it, Al?
He's afraid. You got a fear of the knife. He won't try passing them stones natural.
Are you afraid, Al?
Are you afraid, Al?
Oh my God.
Oh, God, I'm on his fucking nuts.
There you go, you ox-minded son of a... Push at it, you bastard! Push at it, push at it. I'm gonna put this instrument back inside you and clear that cocksucker you've been making progress with, and we are not gonna cut you. I'm charged with assault.
Oh, I think just let him be passed out for this.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me. Good.
Oh, good God. Thank you for saving me. Terrible. Jesus.
Now, if you agree to a few fucking rules, I'll give you a brief audience with it.
Don't it feel good to play at boss, Dan?
Al has had a tough fucking day.
You're a great man, Dan. It's you that's the great one.
Just trying to do you a fucking favor.
I'll have no favors from you.
All right, then. Crop ears. There we go.
Oh, that took a turn.
Trying to gauge Al's recovery and do you a fucking favor.
I was expecting something like that. Being tossed through a wall, over the balcony, throat slit.
Crop ears is dying up there. Take him over to the Chinaman's and you throw him away.
Throw him away.
I won't stay for any amount.
For a large amount. Will you stay for a little?
Give me some now.
It's more than I gave the madam.
And you mustn't hit me like you do the others. Don't fucking hit me, Francis.
Done. Agreed.
Is he gonna choke you instead? Push you? Kick you?
I'm too quick.
You might try it sometimes with your prick outside of your pants.
I sense Miss Stubbs has fucked a relative.
It's a big club. Stuff happened and stuff happened. I don't know what it. So this is what I call the episode 4-5 conundrum, where they're laying out pieces, especially with season 2. We kind of had season 1, kind of a wrap up of a thing. Now they're introducing us with new things, but with old people. So we still got old threads and new threads. So the pieces are laying out right now and nothing makes sense. I'm not exactly sure what the commissioner's game is. Is he in on the Hearst? It sounds as if he knows what Hearst is doing. Does he want in on it or is he trying to prevent it? Now, I would think as far as Al, the more people you have with some money, the more you will get. The fewer people with money in your community, the less money you in turn will make on your business. So I would think Al wants more people, and so he wants to stop whatever Hearst is doing. Because then what happens to your community if it's all owned by one guy? You don't have a community. You have a Boulder, Nevada, or Boulder, is it Arizona? I used to live down there. You think I remember. Boulder City, the dam. You just had a dam town. Or Hershey, Pennsylvania had a Hershey town. And if that industry's suddenly gone, your town's gone. So yeah, I would think variety is better. We've got a new San Francisco cocksucker in play. Interesting. This is the horrible thing about the Celestials. One, it's the derogatory term, but it sounds so pretty. But it's horrible. It sounds pretty. I get very conflicted when I hear about it. So stuff's happening, and that whole ending, you think, so you're told Wolcott is a bit of a sadist. He's got a girl who obviously doesn't give a fuck. She just doesn't want to be hit, but I don't know what he sees in her yet. And then we end with, okay, this is an episode where it's like, okay, here's some pieces. We'll give you more later. And it should hopefully all make sense. And then I got all of you who are oh so helpful, piecing them together for me. I really do like puzzles, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, this one's out of my. But yeah, so thank you so much again being with me for this episode. Hope to have another one out at some point in time. And again, if you're in Portland, September 9th, 10th, and 11th, see me, say hi. It'll be nice to see some friendly faces. So thank you so much. Drink water, all the fluids, keep your body going, and then come back and see me. So until next time, y'all.